In a candle-lit room in King's Landing, a loyal man holds the most dangerous secret in the realm. He uncovers the truth. The royal heirs are not the king's children, but the product of incest. Instead of striking immediately, Ned does something rare in this political arena. He offers Cersei Lannister a way out. He explicitly warns her to take her children and flee the capital before the king returns from his hunt. We know the cost of that mercy. Cersei strikes first. The king dies, Ned is executed, and the entire continent plunges into long years of devastating bloodshed. But Cersei's defining trait is her intense, protective drive over her children. A cornered strategist rarely risks her family's lives on a messy coup when a safer option exists. So suppose she actually listens. She packs the royal carriages, gathers her heirs, and slips out of the capital's gates before the king rides back in. By simply choosing calculated self-preservation, the central conflict of Westeros derails completely. The war vanishes into thin air. The king returns to a suspicious reality, an empty royal wing. The queen and his supposed heirs are gone, leaving an immediate power vacuum in the Red Keep. With no Lannister guards left to resist him, Ned Stark smoothly presents his findings. The truth is exposed without a drop of blood spilled, ensuring Ned remains alive and firmly in power. Because Ned lives and Joffrey never assumes the crown, the Northern Rebellion is extinguished immediately. This stability at the capital chokes out opportunistic claimants like Stannis and Renly. The Seven Kingdoms remain a single, unbroken political unit, unchallenged by civil war. By removing one political execution at the top, the entire complex machinery required to start the War of the Five Kings is dismantled. But peace in King's Landing pushes the conflict elsewhere. The geographic center of power shifts aggressively toward the Lannister stronghold in the west. Instead of open battlefields, the realm enters a bitter cold war. Massive standing armies stare each other down across borders, while the actual fighting takes the form of economic blockades and quiet espionage. Cersei and her children are stripped of their royal titles. They become the most high-value political fugitives on the continent, sheltered safely behind their families' formidable defenses. This places Tywin Lannister in a deeply uncomfortable position. He is denied his preferred role as a wartime military commander and is forced to operate as a high-stakes hostage negotiator. Tywin still possesses immense wealth and an untouched army. He has to use every ounce of that leverage to threaten, stall, and barter for his family's survival, all without the ultimate shield of the Iron Throne. The struggle for dominance remains. It simply evolves from a devastating hot war into a highly pressurized, continent-wide standoff. Step back and look at the macro view of this new timeline. You have an entire continent that has retained its full military and economic strength, completely unexhausted by years of civil war. Across the Narrow Sea, Daenerys Targaryen is still building her power and hatching her dragons. But when she finally sails west, she won't find a broken, bleeding realm. She'll face a deeply entrenched, unified defense. In the original timeline, petty factional politics blinded the leadership to external dangers. Here, the continental readiness is at an all-time high. And that readiness matters most when looking at the far north. The undead army still marches toward the wall, indifferent to human politics. Every castle is garrisoned and every harvest secured. A united Westeros, led by seasoned commanders, faces the dead with the full weight of its combined military and economic power. Political ecosystems are resilient. The drive for power never truly vanishes. It merely adapts to its environment and changes players. The fate of the world changed because one woman chose to leave a room. The absence of that single betrayal ensured that when the real war arrived, the kingdoms were ready to fight it.